I pulled this out because I'm always attracted to this one line that's in, I'm going to read paragraph 3 and 4 on page 119. I'm sorry, 199. Did I say 119? Okay, 199. Okay. It says this: "Oh, my child, if you knew what God wills for you, your joy would be complete." And then there's this exclamation mark. What do I always tell you about exclamation marks? You don't see very many of them in the course. If you read letters from me, they're all through everything I write. But Jesus is very careful. He doesn't use a lot of them, okay? He doesn't use very many of these. "And what he wills, what God wills for us, has happened, for it was always true." Meaning this truth about you, that you've never been condemned, that you've always been loved, that's the truth about you. When the light comes and you have said, God's will is mine, that I know who I am, I know who my mother is, I know who my source is, I know who I am, I know holiness abides in me. It says you will see such beauty that you will know it is not of you. It is not of your ego, but it is of your spirit. It is of your essence. It is of your truth. Out of your joy you will create beauty in his name, for your joy could no more be contained than his. The bleak little world will vanish into nothingness, and your heart will be so filled with joy that it will leap into heaven and into the presence of God. I cannot tell you what this will be like, for your heart is not ready. Yet I can tell you and remind you often that what God wills for himself, he wills for you, and what he wills for you is yours. You will have this. And then this is my favorite line. The way is not hard, but it is very different. And I want you to hold on to that, because that's what seems to make this course tough, is that it is just so different than what we're used to doing. Offering forgiveness towards ourselves or others, offering compassion and understanding when we're so tough on ourselves, is a different path than what we are used to. And so what it's saying is yours, as it says, is the way of pain, of which God knows nothing. That way is hard indeed and very lonely. Fear and grief are your guests, and they go with you and abide with you on the way. But the dark journey is not the way of God's Son. Walk in light, and do not see the dark companions, for they are not fit companions for the Son of God, who was created of light and in light. The great light always surrounds you and shines out from you. How can you see the dark companions in light such as this? If you see them, it is only because you are denying the light. But deny them instead, for the light is here and the way is clear. And so it's just, to me, so beautiful. Here again, we need to start bringing our minds back to the truth, getting back in alignment with what is our reality. It's not hard, it's just very different. We get out of alignment, and we're used to being out of alignment. You know, it's like if your car was always out of alignment, and you got into somebody's car who was out of alignment, and you'd go, your car's out of alignment, and they go, oh really? It just seems to be the way it always is, right? They're used to it. We get used to it. And yet you know that is not what you are entitled to. God has condemned you not, no more do you need to. You do not need to do that any longer. And it is not, oh, it's a better thing to condemn myself than to condemn another. No, it does the same thing. You don't want to condemn yourself at all. It does not serve you any longer. Now, that doesn't mean that you're going to get away with, oh, well, now that person will just get away with anything, because they're under, nobody's guiding them. If they do something, they just forgive it and let it go. See, that's the ego's ploy. When you come from love, you're not going to harm another. When you come from forgiveness, you're going to offer forgiveness. You're not going to cheat somebody else. When you come from truth, the lies will have no excitement to you. They will have no power over you anymore. So don't think that way. That's the ego's ploy. As it says here, deny the darkness, for the light is here and the way is clear. If we begin to deny the darkness or the condemning thoughts, if we begin to reinforce the holiness and the truth that abides within us, we don't become more corrupted. We begin to know the truth. It is a lie that tells you the opposite of that. We become more self-aware. We become more introspective. we become more kind. We become the bringers of that peace. By knowing that we are not condemned, then we cannot condemn another.